Okay, YouTube, I got another good tutorial for you guys. Today is the 4th of July, so if you hear fireworks in the background, I am so sorry. But I gotta get this voiceover and this video out. But so, right here to start off with my haircut, I go in by, I start off by taking his hair down with the one all the way open, making sure that I make multiple passes, making sure I make clean, neat passes, so that I could get all the hairs to the desired length. With a waver especially, you want to make sure before you start taking this hair down that you comb the waves up. Also, you want to make sure that you are trying to figure out which way his hair lays when you're combing, so that you are making clean passes and you making sure your passes are going the exact same way that the hair is laid. So to start off this taper, I did think my guy wanted a mid taper. I don't know why, because he always gets a high taper. I don't know why, but after I made this guideline, I'm like, this don't feel right. So I asked him, I'm like, you getting a high taper? He said, yeah. So here go the high taper guideline. We set it in rainbow-like shape. Now with his sections, he has small sections right here on his temple, so we're not gonna make our guidelines super big. We're gonna take these guidelines up about 1/2 of an inch, and we're gonna get my boy together today. With this guideline, you want to make sure that it is clean, because it will set the tone for the rest of the haircut. For this haircut also, I set in all of my guidelines on every side first. Oh, they going crazy with the fireworks. But like I was saying, I set in all my guidelines on every side first. I feel like this allows for you to make sure that your guidelines are all even and that this taper comes out as even as possible on both sides. So you see me right here, I drew a line and I turned them straight, made sure that line was even, and now we back at it. He does not keep his sideburns, so I made sure I got rid of those on this first guideline. Now back here in the back, my boy came to me like this. He was very bumped up. So if you have any product recommendations, please let me know in the comment section below so that I could get my boy right. See, I'm not one of them. I don't really like picking at ingrown hairs and stuff like that. I would love to offer it as a service, but I don't know. But if you guys do know a product that I could use or recommend to my client here, please leave it in the comment section below. It would be very appreciated. Okay, so to get into this taper, I'm cleaning up this side, making sure that it's to the level that I want it to be, which is that one open that I started with. To start off this high taper, I go in and I go up about 1/2 of an inch, making sure I make multiple passes, and I'm making this shape the exact same shape as that bottom guideline. Making sure to flick out at the top so that you don't push this guideline up any more than what you want to, and so that the guideline is easy to take out. The next step in this high taper will be to grab my one guard, open the lever all the way, and take this guideline up about 1/2 of an inch. With this guideline, you want to make sure that you are flicking out at the top so that you're not pushing this high taper up too far, and so that, you feel me, it's easier to take out that bulk at the top, which is what I'm doing right here. I close the lever all the way, and I'm softening up that bulk at the top of his hair. That bulk that I created in between that one open and the top of his head. Also with that one open, I flipped it over and I'm softening up the line to come behind it and take the line all the way out with that 0 guard. I do this step now just so that I don't have to pick up this guard again. I could just go along with my fading process. After I put this guard down, I won't pick it up again. It's like a time management thing. So as you can see, it is fading into one another pretty much perfectly. To finish out this taper, I do take this guideline or this guard off. I'm sorry. And I have the lever halfway open. I'm flicking at this bottom guideline to soften it up, to then close the lever, which is what I'm pretty sure I just did. Making sure that I am using my corners and flicking out so that I know for sure that I'm not pushing this taper up any further than what it needs to be. Because like I said, this section is pretty small on my guy, so you could easily push this taper up higher than what you want it to be. Next, I'm gonna grab my zero guard, open it halfway, and take out the rest of that bulk from this area. This is a very important step. This is gonna blend your fade all the way together. So you wanna make sure you're using your corners and you're flicking out. So what you do to one side, you must do to the other. So I will be repeating these same exact steps on this right side. So that means we're gonna open the lever all the way, go up about 1/2 of an inch, flicking out and brushing, making sure we're making clean passes, multiple passes, so we know that the hair is to the desired length. Then we're gonna go ahead and start knocking out this guideline. So I have the lever halfway open, or I just went to my next guideline actually. So right here I have the one guard on and it's all the way open. So sometimes, you know, when you get comfortable with your steps, you will tweak your steps and do your steps a little bit differently on each side, but it's all the same thing basically. I'm just putting it in a different order. So on this side I set in all my guidelines and now I'm taking them out. So here I have the one guard open and I'm picking at this line to try to soften it up so that I can come behind it and knock it all the way out with that zero guard. And then following that, I'm gonna take out that bottom guideline. So it's really the same steps, it's just different order, that's all. But yeah, if you're enjoying this video, make sure you leave a comment. Make sure you like it, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. If you're already subscribed, I freaking love you. Thank you for subscribing and watching these videos. Leave a comment on some video ideas you guys want to see, what type of haircut you guys want to see. But this will be the end of the voiceover. I love you guys. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video.
Big beat.